bought Twitter, called it X, and it's a cesspit. No one likes X anymore, apart from people who are extreme on both ends.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Should let you finish your sentence.
Apart from extreme conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, I don't think it's been that bad, to be honest. It's sort of just...
Convenient.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. People can say a bit more stuff. I think kind of politics has moved a bit. You know, it was just being... before it was too controlled.
I think Zoe Sultana has become the biggest villain this year in politics. I think this whole Your Party thing hasn't worked for her. The way she's acted towards Corbyn and his team has made people who didn't really care about her before now actively dislike her.
There really are only kind of like two holdouts now in the sort of woke sphere, and that's film, literature, maybe theatre, but no one cares about theatre. So film and books.
Fair.
That's kind of the last holdouts of the kind of like liberal establishment.
Yeah.
Everywhere else has kind of gone, actually, do you know what? Yeah, it's a bit boring. Let's just try and do something a bit different. Let's try and go a little bit to the right, not fully right wing, but like the whole kind of peak woke stuff is everyone's kind of got fed up and it's gone.
Hello and welcome to a very special Christmas edition of the Daily Expresso with me, JJ Anisiobi, aka the drinking woman's Lenny Henry. It is the Christmas special. This is as festive as I get.
Where did that come from?
Well, we had a discussion earlier about the thinking man's crumpet. I am the drinking woman's Lenny Henry. I'm joined by two newsroom legends, Daily Express deputy editor Sam Lister. Welcome to the show again.
Hello, good to see you back, JJ.
I had a few days off. I needed
a
few weeks. And we also have the office elf, James Straight Talker Walker. Hello. First things first, pop open the Prosecco's.
Oh, we're popping them over.
I am going to have a margarita, true to form.
Oh, okay. Cool.
I'm better than you.
What is the order again? No ice, no salt?
No ice, no salt.
I mean, does that actually count? I'm not sure that counts.
It's just alcohol.
It's just
on today's
neat
episode,
alcohol.
we will be doing our own lovely recap.
All right.
Beep.
Of the year. We're going to start off with the biggest story of the year, guys. James, let's start with you. What do you think was the biggest story of the year?
It was really unfair to go to me first as I'm pouring.
Okay, I'll go first.
You go
want.
First. Yeah, go on. Yeah.
My biggest story of the year is...
It's very orange, that margarita.
This is a passion fruit margarita.
Oh my God.
Other versions are
so
available.
metropolitan. Well, cheers anyway.
Yeah,
before we get into it.
Cheers.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas Eve. Biggest story of the year for me is ICE in America. Right?
Okay.
The deportation arm of the American government, because what does my head in is everyone I see on the news, it's families being torn apart, Trump's separating families and kids, yada yada yada. Trump has deported less people than the administration previously, the Biden administration. He's done less than Obama, and yet people are still having to go at him and saying, well, it's the way that he's doing it.
Yeah.
Either you want to have secure borders and people have to follow the law, or you don't. But you can't have a go at Trump and say, well, he's a bad guy for deporting illegal immigrants, when the people you had in last time deported hundreds of thousands more illegal immigrants. God, what is in this?
Strong. Basically, Obama did it nicely. Is that what we're saying? That's the kind of Obama did it, but he did it nicely.
Yeah,
that makes it better. But,
yeah,
you know,
it's
the outcome is the
Middle
same.
East stuff, right? When he dropped the bomb, and it was like, it's the biggest bomb, and it was like, oh, it's disgusting. It's like Obama invaded Libya.
Yeah,
like, I mean, not invaded, but you know what I mean.
Bombed it. Yeah,
bombed it.
So I just think the hypocrisy with the left in America is ridiculous, and I think
the hypocrisy of the left across the world.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. James, are you ready now to tell us your biggest story of the year?
I was going to say on ICE, I think it's interesting that obviously all is done. There's like basically no border crossings now, right? Isn't there like zero?
It's down.
What,
the Gulf of America is safe.
Yeah.
It used to be the Gulf of Mexico.
Of America.
The Gulf of America.
Forgot about that.
Yeah.
Well, on a similar topic, my biggest story of the year was the anti-migration protests. So that's the ones in Epping, London. Where else? It was sort of like
all
Hampshire,
over,
wasn't it? It was all over.
Yeah,
it was all over. Those were crazy. I mean, we had loads of videos at the time with Zach and all that, and Lottie. Yeah. Sadly leaving the Express.
Oh dear, but you've broken it to viewers.
Sorry, breaking news.
Have you a favourite, Lottie?
Yeah. Sorry, she's going. She's out. No one to replace her. I mean, it was just crazy. All those people coming out. It's just also it's not very British, is it? You don't really see that a lot. Huge, fairly violent-ish protests. They weren't that violent, but there was definitely
some aggro
scuffles
there.
with
You always get a little bit of aggro on protests, whatever the protest is, don't you? But it's always like a contained little group. It shouldn't undermine the whole.
But some of those Epping ones were quite fiery at one point. Well, it's quite worrying.
We had Adam Brooks on the show a couple of weeks ago, and he said he was down at the Epping ones every single Saturday, and he said he would see guys coming down with cans of lager, ready to have a scuffle, and he'd go to him and say, "Oi, you're not wanted here. Move along." Which is what we should have on all of the protests.
Yeah.
When I used to go on the pro-Palestine protests, I did see families dressed with green headbands on, the Hamas colours,
Hang on a minute,
and
mate.
their kids.
The what protests?
Pro-Palestine.
You're on the.
As a journalist. As a
I was going to
journalist.
say, I'm starting to rethink this whole.
I was there as a journalist.
Yeah,
I also went on the anti-Semitism marches as well, which actually at the anti-Semitism marches, there was no racial intolerance. There was no racial chanting. And actually the chief rabbi of London gave a speech saying, do not become Islamophobic. Do not attack Muslims because of these two countries having a war. But on the pro-Palestine protests, there were people with Hamas supporting flags, and no one was calling them out for it. No one was saying to them, "Oi, you shouldn't be doing that. This is not part of our movement." But it's interesting that on these, I'm putting in quote marks, right-wing protests, there are people within that movement who are saying we don't want these far right-wingers to be part of it.
They're generally better sort of self-policed, aren't they? I think obviously the Tommy Robinson one was maybe a bit different, but even that wasn't as bad as you expected. When they were sort of saying, generally, like Tommy Robinson marched in the summer with like 400,000 or whatever.
Unite the Kingdom.
Unite the Kingdom, they're going to come down, and that you kind of thought in your head beforehand, like, let's be honest, it's going to be huge scraps everywhere, and it's going to be chaos. It was actually like fairly uneventful, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
So there's a couple little bits towards the end, but nothing you wouldn't expect from a protest, really.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, it's what's been interesting about the protest this year is that it's ordinary people. You know, the pink ladies in Epping. It's just actually on the Unite the Kingdom march. Trevor Phillips, who used to work for the Equalities Commission, and now Sky News, he said actually when he went down to look at those marches, he was just really struck by how normal it was. That it's just normal people out there, and that just shows how frustrated people are, because actually most people don't get up on a Sunday morning and think, what I'll do today is go out and march. But it's a sign of the growing frustration in the country, isn't it? You know, it's not the usual suspects.
Sam, what was your biggest story of the year?
I think I'd like to talk about Zach Garner-Perkis's grooming gangs investigation. He's our investigations editor, but very familiar to many viewers. And I think he was outraged. Do you remember that viral clip from the start of the year where Susan Hall, who's a Conservative, took Sadiq Khan to task over grooming in City Hall, and he was so dismissive. And he said, "There's no grooming in London." Absolutely just dismissed it out of hand, and she was just incredulous. What are you talking about? Of course, that's not the case. And the way he spoke to her, people were just really appalled by it, and the clip went viral. But it triggered something in Zach, and he thought, "Hang on a minute. How can he say there's no grooming gangs in London? There's grooming gangs all over the country. How can the capital city be the one place where you don't have it?" And so he has been absolutely meticulous in working out where there is proof that there have been grooming gangs in this city, and he's gone through all kinds of documents, all kinds of public records, and worked out there's cases all over the city that are there in plain sight but have been ignored. And actually through his work, he has forced the Metropolitan Police to review 9,000 cases.
That's
and
incredible.
I think that is an amazing piece of work.
They've brought it down to something like 900 plausible ones now, it's like, which is insane. 900 cases just sat there, and it took Zach, a couple of weeks?
Going through documents
Not
and pushing them.
He worked really hard.
He worked really hard.
Just emphasising the point of how open this stuff was. It didn't take him that long.
Exactly.
You'd imagine an investigation that would take months and months and months. It took literally like about 3 weeks.
Exactly. And so if Zach can do it, the police have got access to all these things. So has Sadiq Khan, but they seem to just be willfully blind to it. And I think it's a really good thing.
He's kind of shrugged it off a bit, isn't he? Sort of, it felt like Sadiq was under a lot of pressure for about a month, where everyone was kind of like, "This is insane. How has he got away with this? He should go." All that sort of stuff. It's kind of just dissipated. Is he kind of Teflon? Do you think? Do you think there's any way of?
I think if we can directly, link cases in his area that he has ignored, then that would be a different thing. But we're not at that point yet. But I think he's the mayor of the city of London, and really he should. It doesn't really matter what he knew specifically about his own area. He should be across the whole of London. He should have oversight of the whole of London, and he should have had some curiosity. He should have been saying, "Well, actually, are there grooming gangs in this city? Let's investigate." And he didn't. But I think I think it's gone quiet at the moment, but I think it will come back.
Well, he's quite the villain in this country at the moment, Steve Khan, which brings us nicely onto our next section. Biggest villain of the year. Shall I go first?
His villain's a bit strong. I kind of
No.
I put that in and I was like,
Listen, Piers Morgan got villain of the year once.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I can see why.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Fair enough.
My biggest villain of the year is Elon Musk. Okay, he interferes in foreign elections, which you shouldn't be doing. He bought Twitter, called it X, and it's a cesspit. No one likes X anymore, apart from people who are extreme on both ends.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Should let you finish your sentence.
Apart from extreme conspiracy theorists, no one likes X anymore.
Okay.
He openly takes drugs. He says he does ketamine. And that's helped
he?
him. Yeah, he said he uses ketamine.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get sued
Oh, God,
by the
blimey.
world's richest man.
Well, it's illegal.
Fact check that.
It's like
Timestamp
panic,
is
yeah.
10 minutes. 10-minute
But
timestamp.
I just
on
think
that
he's a divisive figure. He says things that aren't true. He spreads misinformation via X, and he gets away with it because he's the owner and he's stupidly rich. Like when he called a few years ago, remember he called a diver a paedophile. And there's the Thailand
Yeah,
boy.
the cat cake, yeah.
He got sued for it. Good. He spreads misinformation. I think it's very dangerous for people who are that powerful to create so much division across the world.
I don't know. I think it's been quite good for free speech. There's been a lot
Of course you do. Far right extremist James Walker who loves Elon Musk.
You can read my column every fortnight. It's a right read. Yeah, I don't think it's been that bad, to be honest. It's sort of just...
It's convenient.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. People can say a bit more stuff. I think kind of politics has moved a bit. You know, it was just being before it was too controlled.
James, you're the kind of person who, if you're in apartheid South Africa,
We were saying it was in 1938 Germany. What would I
you'd be saying to the black people, "It hasn't been that bad. It's been okay. What are you talking about?"
Is that your South African
That's my
accent?
South African accent. That's James as a South African. It's been okay, people.
Have you watched Blood Diamond?
I have one.
Great movie.
Well, Walker, who's your biggest villain of the year?
Probably. Well, shared award. Can I do shared? Is that a cop out?
It is a cop out, but I'll allow it.
They're a couple.
Okay.
So Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson, I think, are the
okay.
are the baddies of the year.
That's allowed.
Yeah,
Upheld.
that is allowed. Yeah, upheld. Okay, fine. No objections. I mean, the Epstein file stuff, they're sunk.
Yeah.
They are so done. I mean, they're basically in exile now.
Yeah.
Andrew's titles are all gone. I mean, he's had basically one of the worst years going, and that's after the Newsnight stuff, so really quite a high bar. And he's managed to stop it. So in a way, congratulations. Well done, Andrew. I mean, that episode we had with Andrew Loney, his biographer, great book, by the way, entitled, go buy it, and go watch our episode, link somewhere over there.
Listen, I actually do love our royal family. People may be surprised at that. I love the Queen. I like the royal family. They bring in a lot of money to this country in terms of tourism. But I don't believe for a second that none of them knew what kind of character their brother, their son, their uncle, their father was. Everyone in that family knew. We all know our relatives who are a bit dodge. They all knew what he was up to, and everyone was turning a blind eye to it. So I think they are quite culpable in this as well.
They like to keep things under wraps, don't they, until really there's no alternative. I mean, really there's an argument that Andrew should have lost his titles years ago. Yeah. And he's only just lost them. Yeah. I think it's just kind of they've been forced into a situation. It is a bit ridiculous. It doesn't happen sooner. Nuts. What do you think of Andrew and Fergie?
Well, I think, I think it was the late Queen, wasn't it? She didn't want to strip her favourite son of all his titles.
Her favourite son, the...
Yeah. But, a mother's love will be blind to all kinds of
how much?
Yeah.
What island were you on?
Yeah, I think there was a bit of, don't ask, don't tell with that situation. But yeah, it's right. Clearly it's right. I think William had a big part to play in it all because he knows that at some point soon he will inherit the crown, and he does not want to inherit his very dodgy uncle with that.
He seems to be on the right side of history. There was that clip, about a month ago, where Andrew was at some random royal function. Was it like a baptism or something like that? And he was trying to talk to William,
Yeah.
and William just clearly wasn't having any of it.
not
So
having
just
it.
like, just get away from me, you creep.
Yeah.
He seems to kind of be very much
He
on the right
gets
side.
it.
Yeah.
It's probably the older generation of the royals
Yeah.
that have kind of been very slow to kind of react to someone who's been on something called Pedo Island.
But I think
Yeah.
William, I think it shows that William actually probably does have a better idea about what the country is feeling on this, and he is a bit more in touch, really, on that side of things. So I think, it's definitely the right move.
All right, Sam, who is your biggest villain of the year?
Biggest villain? Well, I mean, the obvious one is Rachel
Carol
Reeves.
Malone. Oh, Rachel Reeves, yeah.
Leave Carol alone. I mean, obviously, it's got to be Rachel Reeves.
Okay.
She has ruined the economy with her appalling jobs tax. She has gone for farmers. She won't go back on it. We can see the effects of it. The economy is just flatlining.
Yeah.
This is all down to her decision making. And then she cried misogyny. Oh, I'm a woman. Don't pick on me.
I mean, she literally cried at one point.
Literally cry. I mean, she has cried, and then she's cried misogyny, and
Yeah.
I just think it all is a bit ropey, to
Sam,
be honest.
you're a political whiz. Why was she crying in the comments? No one's really said.
No one's really said. Well, the problem was she was very clever on that respect. She said it was a personal matter,
Yeah.
and then everyone just had to call off the dogs. So she dealt
they?
with that quite cleverly, really. Because
Yeah.
now if it was something really awful, then obviously,
What have you heard? Surely you've heard.
I'm saying nothing. But anyway, that's my serious villain of the year. But I have
Okay.
a more actually. I don't know if they are villains. They more add to the gaiety of the nation. Keep me entertained when times are dark.
The jesters of the year.
The
you
jesters
might
of the
say.
political world.
Yeah.
Your party.
Oh,
Zara
Oh,
Sultana, Jeremy
Oh,
Corbyn.
terrible. Terrible.
I mean, it's so comedic. You couldn't actually satirise it. It's so ridiculous, but I do find them entertaining. I mean, it's quite a good thing because I'm saying they're villains, but actually, what they're doing is attracting all the kind of
weirdos
to their gag, and we're keeping them all in a contained place, and that's not a bad thing. But what they do, what is very entertaining about it, they had their first party conference up in Liverpool, and it was just farcical. I mean, Zara Sultana was protesting outside her own party conference. And, it's a very left-wing thing, isn't it? Oh, splitters, you've got all these different factions and they all think the other is not ideologically pure enough.
Yeah.
So Zara's been very upset. But there's a real tension between this kind of very socially conservative strand of your party and Zara and her very socially liberal strand. And those two things are never going to meet. Are you pro-trans or are you anti-trans? And they just seem to be falling out about that.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were supposed to change their name, but they're still called Your Party, which is the most confusing name ever. Anyway, they're not really villains, are they? They're just very entertaining characters.
I think Zora Sultana has become the biggest villain this year in politics. I think this whole Your Party thing hasn't worked for her. The way she's acted towards Corbyn and his team has made people who didn't really care about her before now actively dislike her.
Yeah, maybe. But in a way, they were supposed to be the great hope of the hard left, weren't they? And what's happened? Zach Polanski's come along. The boob hypnotiser. He's hypnotised the nation. He's hypnotised the left. They're all flocking to Zach. No one cares about Corbyn and Zara, do they?
I think Zach's going to be. I think he's a good guy.
your P45 is in the post.
It is. I mean, I've got serious
The mirror's the
concerns
other
here,
side of
JJ.
He's a good guy. He says the right things. He seems to care, and he seems genuine.
What he said the other week, he said like, we need
He said,
migrants. So people...
"Oh,
he said, Sorry, he said something about we need migrants to come into the country so people can wipe bums. I mean, Christ almighty,
listen.
I mean, that was terrible.
That
was awful.
That was terrible. But
that's migrants as a lower order class.
Yeah, but
just here to wipe people's bums.
but
Like, if Farage said that, I wouldn't bat an eye.
Yeah.
But fair enough.
If Farage said that, there would be absolute outrage.
There would be,
There'd be outrage.
but because we know what Zach Polanski's real meaning behind it was. We know he doesn't actually think migrants are second-class citizens.
He does that.
I mean, he does.
No,
He
he
does
doesn't. He's what he was saying was essentially the fact that most of our carers and NHS workers who are wiping our grandma's bums at the moment are migrants. That's it, and that's what he's saying. Like, I understood it. Most people understood it. But you extremists want to see something different.
This is also a man, don't forget, who doesn't know what a woman is.
True, but neither did Keir Starmer.
Well, I don't think he's a very good politician either.
True. I'd agree with that.
So yeah, I don't think he's a good person. And also, the boob hypnotising is worrying. You know.
Biggest legend of the year.
It's definitely not you after that.
James, you go first this time.
Well, apparently I'm boring, so how about you go first?
Not apparently, factually, you are.
Right, okay, objectively.
Sam Lister, you go
Yeah,
first.
we'll just skip
Biggest
it.
legend of the year.
Well, it's a cop out because it's a group one. But I want to make all the women this year who have fought the battle on trans.
Well,
All the women. So Jennifer Melee, who, let's not forget, was the nurse who has faced.
yeah, she has.
She's faced disciplinary action
Yeah.
for calling a paedophile Mister.
Yeah.
I mean, this is insane.
It is
That
insane.
a woman should have to go through that.
Yeah.
The Darlington nurses, amazing women, being forced to share a changing room with a man who is married.
Yeah.
And asks them, why are you taking so long to get changed?
Yeah.
But goes by the name of Rose, so we all have to pretend that he's a
He's a
woman.
dude, yeah.
Then obviously Sandy Peggy up in Scotland, she's had to go to a tribunal. She kind of half won that, but she's going to challenge the rest of the ruling. These women are having to fight ridiculous battles. I mean, anybody with any common sense in this country knows that a man shouldn't be sharing a changing room with a woman. There's very
Absolutely.
good reasons for that. It doesn't mean that all men are predators or by any means. It just means that some men are, so you don't put everybody in the same space. It's been happening for a long, long time.
James, what are you
So-
laughing at? There's nothing funny here.
It's not funny. It's not funny.
Sorry.
I completely agree with you, Sam.
It's not funny.
I
It
completely
is
agree,
really
yeah.
serious, and I do think they've had to. They have had to put. Sandy Peggy did not want to be a public figure.
Yeah.
She said, "I'm not a campaigner. I'm just a nurse who was going to work and."
Yeah.
Suddenly, we found myself in the changing rooms with a bloke.
I think it is bizarre. I wrote this in one of my columns earlier in the year that telling the truth in today's society has now become seen as a negative thing.
Yeah.
And if you're telling the truth, then instantly you're right wing. But ultimately, if you're born with a penis and you have a penis, you should not be in a woman's space.
No.
It's that simple.
Yeah.
A nurse should not be getting hauled over the coals for calling a man a man.
Yeah.
I mean, most he's
A
a
paedophile
paedophile.
man.
He's a
Paedophile
pedo.
man.
Yeah. So
Absolutely insane.
I want to big up all the women out there.
That's fair. That's
Was
a
it you
worthy.
who called for pedos to be castrated on the podcast?
Yeah, it is me. That is me.
Every week.
Every week, paedophiles, rapists, they should be chemically castrated.
Yeah.
And if they offend even after that, then it's pure castration, not with the chemicals. Slice it off.
Oh my God.
That's it.
We're ramping it up a bit.
Hello, Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Cheers.
Jesus Christ. Who's your legend of the year, JJ?
Donald J. Trump. God bless him. God bless America. I was just there.
On one of your many breaks of late.
Yes.
Is he ever in?
He has stopped and helped negotiate peace in so many conflicts around the world. Of course, we only talk about Israel and Palestine, and we talk about Russia and the Ukraine. But there's 156 other conflicts going on around the world, and Trump has helped negotiate peace between so many of these nations. And he's not done it, had huge press conferences where it's like everyone come in and da-da-da-da. He's did it behind closed doors, and then a few weeks later it's come out that, these two countries met at the White House to barter a peace deal. I think he needs some recognition for that, because if it was Obama doing it, Obama got the Nobel Peace Prize before he'd even done anything in office. He became president and he got the Peace Prize for being the first black president. He's mixed race. Debatable, some people would say.
I'll let you take this one away.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
Not going there.
No, really.
he's as black as he is white, Obama, but you know what I mean? He got a peace prize for being a black president.
Yeah.
Trump's actually brought peace to many countries around the world, and he's not getting recognition for it.
Look, he got the FIFA Peace Prize. What are you moaning about? Why wouldn't you want that? Why wouldn't you want that? I mean, that's enough, surely.
He's my legend of the year. Jimmy, who's yours?
Jeremy Clarkson.
That's a
Great man.
stray nomination.
A man from my hometown of Doncaster.
Oh, right.
Oh
okay.
yeah, he may be running.
Where is Doncaster? Does anyone know?
Donny, it's up
Donny.
north. It's
Is it northeast, northwest?
never eat
I am.
wheat. It's
I'm
it's
internally
past
counting to
Birmingham.
10.
It's past Birmingham. We don't really go past there.
She
Anyway.
mentioned the Pennines the other day. I was like, I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure.
I'm rising
Sorry,
above
mate.
it. I'm rising above it.
Not been up that way, but sure, it's nice. Great.
So why Clarkson?
Well, all this lobbying for farmers, I think, has been
Yeah,
great.
it's
I
been
mean, they're
great.
kind of they don't really have a voice normally, but actually they're very important. We saw with COVID, food security, you need it. Also, frankly, who doesn't enjoy good British produce in restaurants, right? All restaurants are now in
Yeah.
London. You see in London everywhere now. Everyone's making a song and dance of it's all British produce. It's all
Yeah.
British. Even the Mediterranean place, like it's British produce. Don't worry, it's British produce. We're all making a fuss over it, and I think he's a big part of that. And I think also Clarkson's Farm, best TV series of the year. Unless you guys got any
think
other
so?
nominations.
Best Married at First Sight UK.
What?
Fantastic.
The Daily Star option.
36 episodes of conflict. And the best part is, if you go on Channel 4 on the app, right, you can just fast forward to the best bits, which essentially is the...
You're
the-
what Brainrot is
the
about,
dinner.
right? You're just fast forwarding to the bits of Married at First Sight.
Yeah.
You've got
I'm
zero
astonished.
attention
I'm
span.
just absolutely astonished.
When did
by
you last
this.
read a book?
I read the Bible every night, mate, so because I'm a Catholic.
Oh God! Yeah, there
I
we
don't know if
go.
you've heard.
Is your family from Denmark?
My grandmother's from Denmark, yeah.
No, this is the first time I'm hearing it.
So, what was it? Oh, Clarkson.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, Clarkson. I had something else here.
I
as
just,
well.
by the way, he has actually downed 2 glasses of
Yeah,
prosecco.
he is
there.
gone.
Mind you've downed
He is
yours,
gone.
haven't you?
Mine
I'm a bit
was
slow.
I was a margarita though. It's easy. Okay, I think that's a fair one.
Also, he's going to run as an MP, isn't he? He's going to
Yeah.
challenge Ed
Doncaster
Miliband.
North.
If he runs, he'll
Wherever
take
that
him.
is.
Wherever that is.
Wherever that
I
is.
think if he runs in Doncaster North, I think he'll take Miliband. Because I think I would imagine, Sam,
Yeah.
a place like Doncaster, a lot of working class people, hard workers, grafters, who are not interested in the net zero initiative, and they just want to see their potholes filled and their pockets filled with the cash that they are working hard for.
Yeah, it's a town that was very very Brexity, and it did vote in my constituency where I grew up for a Conservative MP when Boris Johnson was running, and I suspect it's probably going to go Reform next time round. But before that, it was absolutely rock solid Labour for decades and decades and decades. But yeah, those days are gone.
Good. Well, also shout out to Johnny from Doncaster, one of my mates up there. Right, next one. Your 2026 prediction. What do you think is going to happen next year?
Sam, you go first. I'm boring. So keep the
true.
momentum.
Okay, well, I predict that Starmer and Reeves will be out. And I think it will be after the May elections. I think Reform are going to do so well, despite them cancelling the mayoral elections in 4 areas. That there's still going to be enough of a rout from Reform that the pressure really will be on. West Street in Angela Rayner, even Ed Miliband. They're all circling. They are all circling. They're all fed up. And yeah, I think their days are numbered.
If you had to stick a fiver on next leader after Starmer Reeves,
I mean, my gut is Angie. Angie
God.
Rayner, yeah.
I think that's a good one. I think she would take it to Reform. She's got the working class thing. She's got the tough upbringing, the single mother thing. Like she
That
ticks the boxes.
doesn't play as well up north as you think it will.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, plays well in Birmingham.
Does it?
Yeah, working class, single mom, course.
There's a
We
lot.
love that.
you're working class, aren't you?
I'm a working class boy.
He's
Don't you
mentioned
worry.
it.
Don't you worry.
Traumatised. Well, I mean, so I'm a working class girl. What about you? Solidly middle class, aren't you?
Ugh, yuck. No, yuck it. I'm not actually posh. I'm really posh person, but it's fine. Gross.
What's your 2026 prediction, James?
Either recession on the cards.
Oh, cheery. Thanks.
Wonderful.
Yeah, Merry Christmas. Or finally, the end of woke. I mean, Sydney Sweeney, early this year was kind of like...
Love Sydney Sweeney.
Yeah, same.
For different reasons, I'm sure.
Absolutely different reasons.
Great actress. I mean, she kind of was moving that way and then kind of rode back a bit under the pressure. But there really are only kind of like 2 holdouts now in the sort of woke sphere, and that's film, literature, maybe theatre, but no one cares about theatre. So film and books.
Fair.
That's kind of the last holdouts of the kind of like liberal establishment.
Yeah.
Everywhere else has kind of gone, actually, do you know what? Yeah, it's a bit boring. Let's just try and do something a bit different. Let's try and go a little bit to the right, not fully right wing, but
Yeah.
like the whole kind of peak woke stuff is everyone's kind of got fed up and it's gone. But there's a couple last holdouts, and I think they'll go next year.
Well, I think you're right, and that ties with my prediction that I think we're going to see a decline in people who are transitioning. I think we see a massive decline. We had the peak about 18 months ago, record numbers, And actually, Hollywood, James, is a place where it happens in terms of children more than ever. So many Hollywood actors and actresses have got trans children.
Oh yeah, my 6-year-old child is a they them, and you're like,
Yeah.
how do they even know?
Yeah, precisely.
You know? I mean, did you ever play with girls' toys when you were younger?
I play with girls' toys now still. Even my son. I mean, as a parent, I'm not at home playing with toys unless my kid's there.
One of the producers got her head in her hands. And I think we all know why.
Yes, I used to play with kids, with girls' toys. I used to play with kids' toys. I used to play with girls' toys.
Oh, this
You have
is
to cut that.
this is just completely out of control.
Clip for social media.
But yes, I did. And
I
my
don't
son,
know why I agreed to this.
my son also plays with girls' toys. What was your point, James?
I'm sorry, I play with kids is the best. Oh, what a social club. That's definitely going. What are the time
I'm just
clubs?
seeing my
Like
career
30.
flash before my eyes. Can we just kind of keep it on track?
What were we saying? Sorry.
Do I play with girls' toys? Did I
Well,
play with
anyway,
girls'
like, you know, sort of when you take your child so young, you know, like, oh,
Yeah.
well, yes, okay, well, if you play with girls' toys, are they them now? It's like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah,
You
it's
know,
nonsense. It's
I
not.
was a
every
bit of a
kid goes through
tomboy.
kind of tomboy
Yeah.
girls. My sister was
Yeah.
a tomboy, you
Yeah.
kind of thing, like, you know, but then it kind of, I don't know, you get older, it levels out.
Yeah. So I think it's going to decline. I think people are waking up to it a bit more now than saying, actually, it's okay for you to say that your kid isn't a girl because he plays with girls' toys or likes to wear dresses sometimes or whatever, you know? Like, literally, my son, because all his cousins are female, he will dress up in the Frozen. What's the woman called from Frozen?
Oh, Ella.
Elsa.
Elsa.
That's it,
Yeah, he'll wear the Frozen dress, but he's also then massively into fighting and punching and dinosaurs. At no point do I think, he wore a dress that day. He should be a they, them instead now. I think we're going to see a massive decline in that next year, and it'll go back to whatever levels it was at 15 years ago.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
Yeah, it's a very good chat. But you're right, Hollywood. I would not want to raise my child in Hollywood. I think it's full of dangers, that place.
God forbid.
Hollywood's dead anyway. The film industry's
Bold.
over.
Bold claim, go on.
Well, it is, isn't it? You know, like, no film gets really properly released anymore, does it? It's all just put on Netflix. So Hollywood's over. There's no A-listers anymore. You know, Tom Cruise, the last great.
Well, on
film
that lovely
actor.
note.
On that bombshell, Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching this very special edition of the Daily Expresso. James, thank you. You can
Thank
take
you.
that stupid hat off now.
Right, I was getting so hot under it. Also with the Prosecco, it's really not helping. Yeah, it's gone straight to the
And
end.
Gaffer, always a pleasure.
It's good to have you back.
Thanks very much. Leave your comments if you want to leave the comments. If you've lasted this long, thank you very much. And also, huge apologies.
Yes, major apologies. You know, we may not be back in the new year after this goes out.
But Merry Christmas to all. Bye-bye.